This ballet I've just finished, which is being premiered here tonight for the first time, which I think is about the first ballet that our government's ever commissioned. Well, you start off with an idea which is stimulating to you, and then I tell my wife about the idea, then we fight about it, and then she says, you can't do this, and then you can do that, and I get all upset about the whole thing. But then finally out of it all, you get a breaking down of an idea. Then you start working with your music. Sometimes I postpone it at the last minute and just rush in and do it. But this one I was nervous about, because it was the first commissioned ballet, so I thought it has to be very good.
It's not enough for Ken Gillespie that he's created Tasmania's first and only ballet company, and in 12 years has made it the equal of any in Australia. For him, there must be something more. The dream he holds before himself and his dancers is that it must be a unique company, a fresh voice with something new to say in both classical and contemporary ballet, not only in this country, but also internationally. This dream is the puppeteer's cord by which he is able to move arms and trunks and legs and faces, hour after hour, day after day, in a relentless program of practice and performance. One of the first fruits of their dedication and hard work is this original ballet about the growing and cultivation of hops, commissioned by the Tasmanian government.
The ballet must cover quite specifically the subject which they've given me. It must also satisfy me artistically, otherwise I can't work at all. So that you then get a breakdown of the ideas, the way to handle it. You then start using your music, and you keep using your music over and over and over. I go downstairs in my own library or my own study, and I work there on my own to the music. I might in one day do a 3-minute dance sequence, and the next day I'll take it all to pieces and do it again, because I feel I can get, by absorbing it when I'm away from it, I'll take it to pieces and say, I didn't like that, that to me is a bit repetition, I'd like a different pattern. And you boil it down all the time to get down to what we'd call a true art fact. You might make adjustments. Then you start rehearsing the people, teaching them the movement, the style, and all the time you have in the back of your mind that final product, that final picture of what the thing is going to look like for you. And you just keep working in that direction. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. You just have to keep it going. I've kept the ballet in 2 levels. One is there are real people, and then there are symbolic things happening. So the real people plant the hops, they tenor the hops, they weed the hops grow through the symbolic things like the sun. They plant by the moon, the sun warms up, makes them grow, the rain makes them nourished, the weather affects the hops, and all through those life cycle of the hops growing and maturing and being harvested, real people move all the time. But they move in a balletic way, which is slightly Japanese in style, because the style of the music is Japanese, and you just can't get away from that Japanese style. But you have to cover the story and the subject, and use fully your music and your dancers and your costumes and your effects to create the story that you want. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, lift, hold, out,
Not fair.
Everyone's got to
Boys
work
never diet.
Boys what? Never
Boys
diet?
never diet.
You're joking.
Do you?
Yeah, all the time.
Some boys do.
I have to.
Yeah, and Glenda the other day, she was going to make you a whole pizza for dinner. That's really delighting.
Yeah. Oh. We'll just pop into that soon. See how that fits now. Let's come around here and sit in the room. Go. That's okay for length, I think. It's fine. So how the shoulders sit. Right, take some down there. It doesn't look too bad. It's not uncomfortable.
What is it, 4 degrees?
Barely a week goes by without public engagements for the company, generally in front of large and enthusiastic audiences. 2 secrets. They go where people are, visiting towns all over the state and on the mainland, playing in RSL halls, schools, art galleries, anywhere they can clear a space. Secondly, their versatility. Their repertoire ranging from Swan Lake to a cowboy western, always endeavoring to say the old in a new way and the new with traditional excellence.